Next one, what we are going to see here, one box is given, that is we can see that Akbar Nama and Ain-i Akbari means the name it is given in Akbar Nama, what we can understand, and this is the Arabic word what they used, Arabic or the Urdu word what they used, in the same thing. Akbar ordered one of his close friend and countryman, Abdul Fazl, to write a history of his reign. One of his friend as well as one of the learned person of Akbar's relation, he said like that, means relation means friendship relation, and he said to write his history. Whose history? Akbar's history. Abdul Fazl wrote 3 volumes. How many volumes? 3 volumes of history of Akbar's reign and titled Akbar Nama. The name of that book was Akbar Nama. The first volume dealt with the Akbar's ancestors, means the father and great-grandfather and great-grandfather, that details that is in the first volume. And the second volume recorded the events of Akbar's reign. In the time of Akbar's ruling, what all things happened, that is recorded in second volume. Third volume is the Ain-i Akbari. It deals with Akbar's administration, household, army, the revenue and the geography of his empire. In third book, it is giving the administration very carefully, administration, household, how he is keeping his family relation and other things, and his army, how he was collecting revenue, and what was the geographical condition of his empire. Means everything very clearly they conducted survey. Who was the finance minister of that time? Tadal Mal. He conducted the survey. From that he got means Abdul got all the details. So he writing everything in his third book. So first book it is about the ancestors, means forefathers of Akbar's. Second book about the events, main events, the different fight with the neighboring countries and other things. Then third one, very important thing, administration, household, army, revenue and geographical area of the empire. It also provided rich details about the tradition and culture of the people living here in India, in Indian area or Indian subcontinent, how the people was living, what was their tradition, what was their culture. It is very clearly it is giving in this book. The most interesting aspect of an Ain-i Akbari is its rich statistical details, means every year they was conducting survey, so all the statistics was there, all the details it is giving in the book, as diverse as crops, yield, price, wage and revenue. Everything very clearly detailed way there it was given in the book. What all things? The statistics of crop, yield, price, wage and revenue, according to what was the wage of that time for each and every person, like that everything it was very clearly it is given. And here we can see one picture, that is Akbar, King Akbar is sitting here, and Abdul, his written book, he is submitting that one to the king, that we can see the picture. So what is Akbar Nama? If you are getting question, you want to write like that. It is a book about Akbar's history or time of rule, and it is written by Abdul Fazl, and the name of that book is Akbar Nama, and there is 3 volume. First volume about the ancestors, second volume about the events, and third volume that is the Ain-i Akbari. In that it is very clear it is given the administration, household, army, revenue and geography of the empire. At the same time, in this book, in 3 volume also we can see the tradition and custom of the people of India. Then in the third volume it is very clearly given details of statistics or statistical details of the things, that is crop, yield, price, wages and revenue. So what is Akbar Nama? As a 3-mark question or 5-mark question, you want to write all the points. So what all things we discussed today? We discussed only 3 points. First point, that is Mansabdar and Jagirdar, that is the rank giving to the person to control do the administration or control the military. Second point, what we said, that Sat and Semindar, the chief person who is collecting the tax, or the person who is standing intermediate between the king and the people, that is known as Semindar, called by Mughal emperor. And the country, the total area, it is divided into different provinces again divided into revenue circle, and they have its own schedule of revenue rate for individual crop. This revenue system is known as SAB. And then in starting it was working very peacefully, nicely. Then last, after Akbar's time, the people or the Semindars and peasants, they started to rebel against the Mughal king. And the last point we have seen, that is Akbarnama and Akbari. In that it is dealing the 3 volume of book written by Abdul Fasil. First volume about the ancestors, second volume about events, third volume about the administration, household and other things. And all these 3 books, it is giving the tradition and custom of the people who lived here in India. And this, it is giving the third book, it is giving a statistical details about the crop yield, price, wage, etc. So by this we are stopping today's class, and I will send you a worksheet. Thank you. Have a nice